going, everyone? It is Liam Caddison here with another episode of Chucky. We're on episode 6 of season 2, as we're on the final 3 episodes of this season, and I guess ultimately until maybe season 3 comes along. Please. I am looking forward, though, to seeing how we do wrap things up, because it has been very, very fun stuff, especially with the whole kerfuffle with, where do we stand on, I guess, good Chucky. Of course, we've got the Colonel as well. We've got the situation as well with Tiffany as well, with the fact that we had Glenn and Glenda have Nika escape, and I'm sure we're going to be picking up on that story soon, because there's a lot of areas to cover, and there's only 3 episodes left to go. So, yeah, it's been a very, very fun season that I have really enjoyed. I feel like, ultimately, I have, at this up until this point, these last 3 episodes could just blow my mind, but I feel like I have gravitated towards season 1 a bit more in terms of the quality department. Not to say that season 2 has been bad whatsoever, but I don't know, it's just a personal preference, so yeah, that's my 2 cents on the matter. But like I said, these last 3 episodes could just be, mind-blowing, etc. So, yeah. With that said, let's get into this episode of Chucky. This is episode 6 of season 2. Let's go. That's like about a dozen, I would say, Chuckies. Oh my goodness.
Another pound of flesh.
So, was the bald Chucky in the first episode, the Colonel, all along? Okay.
What happens?
It's a rather tender subject for you, isn't it?
Holy shit. Fucking...
So what happened to Tiffany?
No way, he's not... No way! No way!
I am merely infatuated.
That is sick, Chucky! It's the most fucked up Chucky I think, I've seen. Holy shit. Look at all of these done-in Chuckies. Oof.
Accidents or suicides?
I can work with that.
Good Chucky's just like... Friends! Hopefully Sister Ruth didn't see that.
Members of society, we abide by the law of man. And as students of this school,
abide by the laws of nature. The
rules
rules of nature. Sorry, had to.
Now recently, several students think those rules are just a suggestion. They're not. Those rules are in place to protect us.
So did the 11th Doctor as well.
Have you done to Trevor, you fucking freak?
One more word out of you, Ms. Delgado. I'll have no choice but to recommend a transfer to juvie, where you belong.
Ooh, oh no, oh no.
Where'd you get that?
That's none of your business, Mr. Wheeler.
I think it is.
Mr. Will.
Father,
Wholesome.
please, think about what you're doing. This
Even
isn't
in the
a
face
prison.
of,
Is this even legal?
I guess aggression.
We don't know this, man. The school is on lockdown, and I find it wholly inappropriate to bring a stranger right now into our midst.
Contribute to the needs of God's people and welcome strangers into your home.
It's all about
12:13.
Christianity.
Or does the word of God only count when it's coming from your mouth, Father?
I don't think that applies to these circumstances.
Why not?
It's,
Isn't it
being
commanded in the
good
Bible?
Samaritans.
What's your name, sir?
He's going to kill each and every one of you, and I am absolutely going to watch.
I just wish someone would overhear you with the filth that is coming out of your mouth. There's once again.
From us, haven't they? Almost. Listen, I really hate to ask this of you.
Oh my goodness.
Glenda,
They're not gonna kill Kyle.
what are you fucking kidding me? It's not like you haven't done it before. Would you turn him back?
I think there's so much pain that's just channeling through Glenda. Especially with the dreams they're having.
Does it have to be that hard?
Some breaking news.
Uh-oh. 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 Just remembering what Glenn said, it's in regards to I wouldn't hurt a fly.
The night is young.
He was not gonna buy that. What's everyone on today?
You can defy me?
That's exactly what I think.
Be careful. Thinking isn't your strong suit.
Tactics versus strength.
We should thank God that such men existed.
He knew he wasn't going to beat him on raw strength, so he resorted to
Thank you,
tactics.
God, because it's the fucking funniest thing I haven't seen all year.
Poison, bludgeon,
Nadine.
concuss, and for my sweet baby boy, we've got good old-fashioned hand-to-hand combat. So you can be just like me.
Oh, wow.
She's full of surprises.
Lexi, you look a little nervous. Want something to help with that?
What the hell? I mean, she's been trying to, like, kick the habits. This good Chucky is starting to not be good.
Remember
Just love how she's ready with the piggy bank.
Alamo.
Hmm? Andy? Did he?
You should have cut deeper.
Andy! Looks like you weren't top dog,
Hey,
Colonel.
don't I know you from somewhere?
Oh, yeah, this.
What the fuck is
yeah,
this?
yeah. Let's explain.
You know, I'm flattered, Kyle, but you're not really my type anymore, you know? What the fuck did you do to your hair?
Okay, I refuse to ride another second with him.
Craziest car ride ever. Oof. Ugh. Oh shit.
Where are you taking me?
No, she's going. No.
Out of it, Charlie.
My name is Good Chucky, I'll have you know.
And that is the problem.
She's gonna make him bad again.
When
Oh, things have just yeah, things have just kicked off. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Oh no, Nadine? Nadine? Oh shit, shit, shit.
Nadine, open!
Oh my god, if we're good, I swear to fucking...
I don't deserve you. I don't deserve any of you. I'm bad.
No, you're not bad. You've been baptized in the Lord. It's
I'm
okay.
scared. I am
Your
fucking
godmother's
scared for
gonna protect you.
Nadine.
Fairies like to do?
What?
Like, oh no. No, 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 Nadine, Nadine, no, no, no.
They like to fly.
Oh. Oh, oh my. Now, that was a line that was crossed. That was a line that was disgraced. Shit. I was just worried with the door closing. It was not going, like, Stairway to the Tower. It was not looking... Fear just, like, hit me because... What's worse, you're just getting Amazing Spider-Man 2 vibes, I guess. Oh, fuck. See, if Andrew Garfield was in this, would have saved her. No. That... I'm sad now. I mean, Nadine was wholesome as heck, and no, I'm honestly bummed. I am really, really bummed out with Nadine. I mean, yeah. I make the joke that I'm just getting, you know, Amazing Spider-Man 2 flashbacks, but the sad thing is, you could tell where that was going to go as well, especially if you read the comics. So as soon as she shot up to the tower, I'm just worried, and yeah, there has to be an acceptance that I think this is Nadine's closure, or closing part in this story, so... It sucks. It hurts. I'm in pain. So yeah, but... Ooh, I mean, you know that Jake is gonna be absolutely kicking himself. Understatement of the year. And given the events of what happened in season 1, he was already someone who was very, very, like he was beating himself up. So he's going to definitely be beating himself up now that Nadine is dead, and that's going to be on his hands in his mind. It's always a situation, though, when I feel like when it comes to Chucky, that you can never be too careful. You can't really take your eye off the ball. Even if this Chucky is good, it could all be a ruse. You got to take every precaution, for example. And I don't think it's more so a ruse, but I feel like the old Chucky is coming back. Like the brainwashing is starting to recede, and I guess to quote the Colonel, the OG Chucky is coming out to play. So yeah, and it's going to be a slowly but surely thing in terms of the course of these next 2 episodes, where the Chucky, I guess the natural side of Chucky comes about. So yeah, I'm just devastated. I'm just sad. I'm just hurting with Nadine's... I mean, Nadine was wholesome. She was amazing, and she was someone who was, you know, just a ray of sunshine. And yeah, this show got rid of someone who was so light-hearted, and it hurts. I'm just, yeah, devastated. But yeah, so yeah, we gotta take care of this Chucky, of course. And the thing is, they now have reason to kill this Chucky. Especially, well, I was gonna say especially with Andy being there, but yeah. But they cannot hold back anymore, and I'm hoping Jake doesn't have one. I'm hoping he doesn't have a moment where he's like, "Well, we can still fix him." It's done. It's done. Throw in the towel, buddy. It's done. It's done. He's a hazard. He's a liability. So, and then we're gonna deal with Dr. Mixer, because she can go and fuck herself as well. Yeah. Ugh. But it's going to be very interesting, especially with Kyle, Nika, and, Glenda on their way to, yeah. So, I just feel like something's gonna happen there, but we'll just have to wait and see. And of course, we've still got Glenn and Tiff to pick up upon. So yeah, there's still a lot to cover in these final 2 episodes, which it will be very, very interesting to see how we do conclude things. But whew. But yeah, this was really, really great stuff. I really, really dug the Colonel in terms of his demeanor. I don't know why, but I really felt like the Colonel is probably the most intimidating Chucky I've seen. I don't know why. I mean, apart from, snacking away at Andy, which is just really, really weird to think about, given, how we started the entire Chucky franchise. And now here he is, just snacking away at him. So, I feel so bad for Andy with the fact that he's been tortured for a year. So, but the Colonel really had a very intimidating presence about him. And, it's kind of sad that his story ended at this episode, because, yeah, I really, really thought that there was a really, really chilling atmosphere around him. Like, I mean, obviously, we know with different Chuckies, they can sound a bit different. Chad Chucky, he pretty much sounded, you could really tell he sounded buff, etc. And of course, good Chucky, there was that childlike innocence to him. But there is such a chilling presence with the Colonel in regards to his voice, as well as his thought process and just his entire demeanor. Yeah, it was very, very, very chilling. So it's sad that his story kind of came to a conclusion in this episode, but and I really, really loved the confrontation between him and Chad Chucky. Like, he knew he wasn't gonna beat Chad Chucky on raw strength alone, so he's gonna use tactics, which I had a feeling. I had a feeling that was going to be the main gist of things. So, especially when he goaded Chad Chucky into the idea that, you know, intelligence, not your forte, bud. So, yeah. But it was very, very, you know, like, from the get-go, it was very, very chilling seeing him just snack away at Andy. So, but yeah, whew. It was just really, really it was just a really, really great episode, and it's just really sad in regards to how we're gonna, you know, progress from here onwards. Like, even Father Bryce is just really was really perplexed at the end. Sister Catherine, I think her name is. She's been a standout. Like, she's been a standout in a sense this season. Like, especially with the way that she keeps putting down Father Bryce and trying to tell him to basically you know, like, well, she's trying to give him a different viewpoint of things. So, but I really, I thought, like, she was completely deaded when Dr. Mixer approached her. So, yeah. But speaking of her, I'm assuming probably the next episode, because there's a lot to unpack with the finale. With, like I say, Jake and Co. We've got you know, the road trip with Glenda, Kyle, and Nika, and then of course you've got Glenn and Tiffany. So I doubt that's gonna, like, I am assuming the next episode we're gonna find out a bit of the past between Mixer and Charles. So yeah, it will be very, very interesting to see her being fleshed out a bit further, which I'm sure we're going to do so, because we've dealt with flashbacks before in the Chucky series, and I don't see there not to be any reason for us to, I guess, abandon that, especially if it helps kind of fill in some of the blanks there. So yeah. So yeah. Although I do wish we got to see a bit more of, like, Andy in action, I guess, with his battle. I mean, it wasn't really much. It was just a stabbing to the head. We know the Colonel had his eye set for Andy, as well as the teens, of course, but you know, he's been torturing Andy, and seeing Andy at the school, it's like, well, I've got to deal with this. But yeah, whew. It was and not just that though, but it would kind of be cathartic in a sense to actually see Andy kill the Colonel, given what he went through. I mean, even just looking at the first bits of this episode was really, really intimidating itself. Like, just seeing Andy just being literally stripped away and the Colonel just snacking on him. And not just that, though, but given the fact that he spent a year being tortured by the Colonel, it would have been kind of satisfactory to see, like, Andy just snap at the Colonel. Because even though that... the entire thing is, like, Andy versus Chucky. Just in general, we've seen Andy, of course, kill Chucky's before. You do feel so bad for him in this episode, and he's there's a moment where you sense that a part of him is broken because of you know, him thinking Kyle is dead, with him being tortured for a year, and that really does take a toll on you, doesn't it? So a part of me does wish we got to see Andy just kick the shit. I mean, he wouldn't literally just you know, repeatedly kick the Colonel's head in over and over again. He wasn't in the physical state to do so, but you get the idea. You want, as the viewer, I think you want to see I guess the victim in this kind of get their revenge. Same with whenever Nika gets, you know, tormented. Even the smallest of victories is just satisfying to watch, especially when you know that Nika cannot catch a fucking break in the entire Chucky franchise. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really great stuff. I'm just gutted. Nadine. I'm gonna miss her vibrant and wonderful personality. So, but yeah, it will be very interesting to see how these final 2 episodes proceed. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my LED feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!